Hey everyone, NDC here, and are you also tired of juggling dozens of browser tabs for really simple dev tasks? Not to mention all of the absolute crazy ads on these free tools. I'm here to introduce you to an amazing tool, and as the website tagline suggests, this is your Swiss Army knife for development. Now this is a free offline desktop app that allows you to do so many different things. It is also open source. If we scroll down here, there are 30 tools by default, and you can actually download many more third-party tools, but I'll just be showing you the built-in ones today. Now, as mentioned, it is completely free, and I will put the link in the description below. It's available for macOS, Windows, even Ubuntu. Once it is opened, you can see all these amazing tools. It'd be a pretty long video if we went through each of them. I'll just show you some of my favorites, but before we hop into that, under the settings, there is smart detection. So if you do have, let's say, a JSON on your clipboard, there's usually going to be a, hey, we see that you have a JSON on your clipboard. Do you want to use the JSON formatter option in the settings? I recommend checking on. Otherwise, let's go ahead and take a look at the JSON formatter. So this allows us, if we have a messy JSON, to format it in a way that's much more readable with indentations. So this tool is really made for developers by developers. We even have the paste button here, or we can even choose to grab a file from our computer. So I have a list of names JSON. We can see here on the input, it's not the most readable. And then on the output here, we can choose to copy. We can even change the indentation. So if you want the spaces, we can even save this new version. So if we want a deformatted list of names, .json, and now we have it on our desktop or wherever you want to save it. You can even do a list comparison. So this is great. You know, like the meme from The Office, where it's like corporate wants you to identify the differences between these two images, and they're the same image. It can feel like that sometimes. I'm going to go ahead and paste two lists of names here. But this is great if you have like arrays that you want to compare and you're like, I swear they're the same, or maybe something's missing. This is a great tool. So we have the comparison mode. Also, you can choose to make it case sensitive. Also really good if you're working with case sensitive lists. We can choose to say, okay, what is present in both A and B? What is present in A and B, but is all inclusive? So instead of, we have two Olivias, we have two Liams, right? What occurs in all these lists at least once? If we want to have things that are only in A or only in B, you're allowed to have those comparisons. This is a really great one to use, again, especially when you feel like you're going insane and you're like, these are the same thing. What is different? If you're someone who works with more visual aspects, there is also the color blindness simulator. So you can either paste or browse files. I'm just going to go ahead and grab a picture here. We'll do this one from Swift Playgrounds with Byte. And now we can see the different styles. Even if you want to view it, it'll open up in preview on Mac. You can copy, save, etc. There's lots of different great tools. There's even lorem ipsum if you want to have a certain number of words or paragraphs, right? If you're just putting placeholder text somewhere. There's the hash/checksum. If you want to quickly hash something, even if it's just a example, you can even choose which one you want. So if we have my secrets, then we have our output. You can even add a file here and even check the hashes to make sure they're the exact same, especially like when we're using like the list comparison. There might be something like this. Maybe this 4 is a 5, right? And we don't catch it. Lots of different great tools. There's even like a random password generator if you want a random password for testing, UUIDs for testing too. So if you just want to randomly generate some of these things, maybe this is for a database and you're like, well, I don't know what to call this. Well, generate something with the UUID. Why not? There is tons of different tools for you to use. And again, what's on your clipboard, since I had just copied that hash, you'll see these little light bulbs suggesting, hey, this might be a tool that you might want to use based on your clipboard. If we go back to, let's say we open up our list of names here, I'm going to go ahead and copy it. you'll now see the light bulb saying, hey, you have a JSON. Maybe you're trying to test the JSON path, or you want to do some conversions, right? I found that to be a really useful tool, especially when you do have 30 plus tools, navigating to what you want on the left side. But there is tons of good features within DevToys. I would definitely check it out. This is something that's going to save you so much time. You don't have to use this every day in development, but it's just like oh yeah, I can use DevToys to make my life easier on this. Even the Markdown preview is just really convenient if you're doing, your readmes. I know Visual Studio Code does have it built in, but just another great tool. Even the text analyzer and utilities, this one's actually pretty fun to play around with. You can convert the cases, you can even invert the cases. And even if you kind of, mess around with all of this, it still holds the original text. And say you had a list of different features that you were adding. Maybe these are like patch notes. You can alphabetize them, reverse alphabetize, the last word. There is so many like little quirks and little features that you can play around with that are just really fun and good to use for development. So I wanted to make this video just to bring and shed some light on DevToys, because I do think it is something that saves me a lot of time and a lot of, browser tabs and crazy bookmarks. So if you do enjoy using DevToys, again, link in the description below, you can support the developers either by tweeting, rating, or contributing to the development as well. So DevToys is truly a developer's secret weapon, free, open source, again, link in the description below. And it combines so many, again, just when you look at the list, this is crazy. So many of those everyday utilities or things you might just need, a couple times in a free offline version. You're also not bombarded by those ads like we saw in the beginning. If you're a developer on Windows or macOS, downloading this should be your next move. It will genuinely save you so much time and sanity, let's be honest. If this video introduced you to your new favorite tool, please hit the like button. Are you already using DevToys, or will you be downloading it now? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more practical dev tips, Python, GitHub, Swift content, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Dream big and code bigger.